Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're part of a remote team that's struggling with new tool fatigue, the never-ending cycle of new apps and tools that leadership keeps implementing, then you are in the right place. First, let's identify the problem here. You know the scenario. Every month or so, there's a shiny new app that's guaranteed to improve productivity or collaboration. But all it seems to do is leave everyone confused and overwhelmed. Now, there's certain behaviors that show that new tool fatigue is setting in, and here's some of them. 1. Resistance to change. Team members become stubborn and refuse to adopt new tools. 2. Decreased productivity. Constantly learning new tools takes time and energy away from actual work. 3. Frustration and discontent. The fatigue leads to dissatisfaction and even disputes between team members and management. 4. Complexity in communication. Multiple tools create confusion about where information is stored and how to communicate. Can you relate? I'm pretty sure you can. Now let's talk about solutions. How to manage new tool fatigue. 1. Acknowledge the problem. Talk to your team about their feelings and concerns and encourage open communication about the tool and how it's affecting their work. The second thing that you want to do is to evaluate existing tools. You need to assess the tools that you already have, and if something is not working, find out why. 3. Slow down implementation. If you need to introduce new tools, introduce them gradually and provide ample training and support for your team. 4. Establish a tool strategy. You need to create guidelines for when to consider new tools and stick to those guidelines. 5. Encourage team participation. Involve your team in the decision-making process to ensure buy-in from the very beginning. Implementing these strategies can turn frustration into complete rejuvenation for your team when it comes to tools. But let's say this new tool fatigue hasn't set in yet, but you're concerned about it and you want to prevent the issue from happening in the first place. How do we do that? How to prevent new tool fatigue from setting in. Number 1, define clear needs and goals. Understand what you truly need from a tool before you even think about adopting it. Number 2, create a unified tech policy. Stick to a core set of tools and only expand out of that set when absolutely necessary. 3, involve your team members. Again, you need to involve your team members in the decision making. Let the team have a say in what tools they'll be using. And number 4, monitor tool usage and satisfaction. Implementing it isn't enough, and getting your team on board from the outset in implementing it in the first place, that's not going to be sufficient. You need to regularly check in with your team to ensure the tools are meeting their needs over time. Now, by taking these preventative steps, you can keep your team engaged, productive, and happy without the constant stress of new tool fatigue. Thank you for watching. If you've experienced new tool fatigue, share your stories in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content on managing remote teams. See you next time.